Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the live deadline stream. Game week 4. We are here. Just over an hour away to the deadline. What is happening? What is everyone doing? What are your thoughts? What have you woken up to, the news-wise? So, there are some news that we need to go through, which has happened overnight. So one of the kind of like biggest concerns or biggest talking points yesterday in the press conferences from all the managers for the Premier League was the whole Brazilian / South American international countries complaint against the players being released. So we've got some news overnight to get a confirmation by FIFA that the complaint has been withdrawn by Brazil and the federation. So players should be available now to be available. So that includes players like Edison, Alisson, Fabinho, Rafinha. So all these players, Fred for United. So they're clear to play now. It's good news because I was thinking, overnight what move I could make for Rafinha for this week if he wasn't going to be playing. So let's give a shout out to the people who are here so far. So Fadsley, welcome. And Sam, hi there, buddy. Welcome. Good morning, everyone. So one more hour ago, Fazli says, and I'm still tinkering. What's the tinkering going on now, buddy? What are you thinking about? So I know I made the team selection video, guys, and after I made the team selection, I kid you not, I did not put my pen down from the drawing board. I kept still going through tactics and potentials, and I kept thinking, should I stick with the 4-3-3? I mean, I went for the 5-3-2 formation originally, but the 3-4-3 was something I just wanted some more depth in my midfield personally, so I've gone for the template 3-4-3. So I got rid of Kofal, and I brought in, I think it's Hoover, however we pronounce that, and then I put Damari Gray in for Bissouma. So there was a bit of skepticism, and myself, I'm one of those managers who doesn't really go for 5.5 million midfielders previously in the FPL game, but I've seen enough of him because I've seen enough Leicester games now to see what position he's playing and what the thought process behind, the channel of Leicester's going to be. Sorry, Everton's going to be. So what I'm trying to say is about Damari Gray is it's not a bad punt going for him. The way I'm seeing him is pretty much a Souček from last season. So if you're looking for someone who's just going to, fit into the squad, give you some balance and have a potential goal threat, Damari Gray fits that bill already, all right? So that's why I brought him in. So this is the look of my squad. Let me know what you guys think. Do you prefer this squad look compared to the original arrow formation, 5-3-2? We'll go through all that, all right? We've got a Ronaldo talk to go through. We've got so much to discuss, guys. This is going to be an amazing stream. Fazzy, are you ready for 3 SIU? I didn't understand that for 3 CU. I don't understand that, buddy. If you can... Say it again, I don't quite understand that part. Sam, Fred eligible to play for United isn't good news for the fans. Do you know what? He gets some unfair criticism, man. I mean, he's not an FPL asset, don't get me wrong. I'm never going to say bring Fred into an FPL asset, but yeah, I think, he does have his critics. I'm one of them on general occasions. But today's not a day to be negative about Manchester United, guys. I've got the United top on. Sorry, I'm left-handed, guys, so I've got a United top on. Yeah, so let's wait for CR7. Ollie gave a very good, press conference, but not an insight of whether he's going to be starting yesterday. But he's definitely going to be coming on, and I think, there's two schools of thoughts here. They're going to bring him on 60 minutes and get an ovation. He's going to get an ovation even if he walks out on the pitch. So he's fit to go. He's come back early. I'm hopeful he should start, and that's why I've left the captaincy armband on him. I've got plenty of weeks to captain Salah. There's plenty of time to go. You will not get this time very often in your life where Ronaldo or someone of that kind of a caliber comes to the Premier League back home and he has a game against Newcastle. I'll take the hit on the captaincy there. So that's all sorted. Basley, Lukaku now, or DCL first, then DCL to Lukaku in game week 7. I mean, this game week fixture against Aston Villa now has become a bit more fruitful for Chelsea. So obviously if Martinez was in goal, I rate him so highly as a goalkeeper. And Buendia obviously is missing as well. So Aston Villa have taken a hit. They've got a very good record, Chelsea, at home against Aston Villa. I think they've only lost one game in in a quite a handful number of games. So, you know, I see them defensively quite sound, keeping clean sheets, and offensively, you know, Lukaku, you know, has he played at Stamford Bridge yet or not? I think he played away at Arsenal and away at Anfield, so he hasn't had a home game yet. So this is potentially his first homecoming as well. So are we overlooking the homecoming for Lukaku? But yeah, no, I would definitely at this moment look. There's no right or wrong answer because I think they've got two difficult games after. I think it's let's have a look who Chelsea have. Yeah, Tottenham and Man City. Yeah, so Tottenham and Man City in game week 5 and 6. So again, for me personally, that's not to say he's not going to score against these guys. He's actually, you know, one of the world's best out-and-out strikers, and they've brought him for nearly £100 million. So the thing about Lukaku is I think we can look at his fixtures and overlook him. I haven't overlooked him. I've just gone for, you know, like for like, who do I prefer? And probably because of my Manchester United affiliation, I've chosen Ronaldo. But Lukaku is definitely a good choice for even though those games. And even after game week 7, that little run they have is incredible, all right? So for 11.5 mil, it's a really good shout. My question to you guys is, before I start reading through the questions, have we overlooked Harry Kane? Now, Harry Kane, I know he's around 12.3 million. He's playing Crystal Palace this week. Is anyone in the house who's captaining him? Let me know. Is he in your squads? Because you're going to put in a 12.5 million forward against a team like Crystal Palace and not captain him. Is it worth having Harry Kane in your squad? That's just a thought. Just a thought. Am I confident, Fadsley, that DCL will start? I'm pretty confident. I think if there was any concerns yesterday about him not starting, I think Benitez definitely would have said it. I think Benitez has said he's had some injury that he's carried. And I think he's played through it. I'm not too sure. Maybe down the line in a couple of weeks he may not be playing. But I think for this game week he should be fine. Burnley at home should be a very good fixture for them. Plus he's on penalties, so fingers crossed he can get us another return this week. So we've got quite a few people on the stream at the moment. So guys, we've hit the 800 subscribers mark. Thank you so much to everyone. If you haven't liked this video so far, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Help us increase the family and grow the family of FPL Inkling. So in addition, Sam, you removed Bamford. He has excellent fixtures. Yeah, he does. Now this is the conundrum that I was facing. Right? Antonio against Southampton, Ronaldo, Newcastle at home, and Burnley at home against DCL. So let's just say Dominic Calvert-Lewin plays this week, does well. I'll leave him in. Let's say he doesn't feature. Hopefully he does. Let's say he doesn't feature, and we look at him for a lengthy kind of time away. I can easily do that swap through. I wasn't too disappointed into this game week going without Bamford personally. I stuck with him at the start of the season, and he will come back at some point into my squad, of course. And his fixtures do look great. But for this game week, when I'm doing the wild card, I just could not ignore how well Calvert-Lewin and Antonio have done. So it kind of came out with a decision to personally make who I would choose. So yeah, at the moment I'm going without either of them. So let's wait and see if he does come back in. Potentially next week, they've got some good fixtures starting next week, so I could look to bring him back in at that point. Shaggy, hello buddy, welcome to the stream. Sam, DCL is always flagged. Yeah, he's just, honestly, I swear, in FPL, they literally just love keeping that triangle next to him. But he keeps playing. Well said, Sam. Lastly, Lukaku, Gray, or Greenwood DCL. I'll be getting Lukaku in game week 7 anyway. Either are good. I'm not going to lie to you. Lukaku and Gray both have really good fixtures, and so does Greenwood at DCL. Personally, for me, if I was going to go, I've got Gray and DCL, so I've got one of the two from either side. So I personally would have gone for, out of these two, Lukaku, Gray, come on. Oh, this is a good one. Basley, I'm stuck with this one. I personally would go Lukaku, Gray. That's just me, personally. Greenwood, he's done well so far. this season, but we'll have to wait and see, if he gets the minutes under the belt as well. But out of those fixtures based right now, I'd go Lukaku Gray. Oh, fancy, it's the Ronaldo celebration. My bad. My apologies. Thank you for letting me know, bud. Sam, I thought you would be bringing in Oba at 9 or 9 something. I'm not bringing in Aubameyang at all. At all, Sam. I'm not. Sam, I had to move out Son and bring in Jota for this game week. Yeah, Son's injury. I think it was international, right? I think he got injured on the international duty, and it's been quite a difficult time for Son owners. Is that triggered some wild cards? I'd like to know. Son missing for Spurs. I think it's not going to be a long layoff, so it's probably just going to be this week. That'll be interesting in that perspective how they perform. But I think moving to Jota for this week, definitely a good shout. Definitely a good shout. I really like that, Sam. Good move. Good move. With Firmino being out, we're not entirely sure how long Firmino is going to be out for. But it's definitely going to be, exciting to see Jota up front and getting those minutes. Because even when he came on against Chelsea, I really saw a different kind of look to Liverpool. I think there's real potential with Jota getting some really good minutes over the next couple of game weeks. All right. Cool. So we hit the double figures mark, guys, for viewers at the moment. So thank you so much for viewing. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button. Help us grow the FPL INKLING family. And then we've got Car Race Skills. Hassan, hi there. Thank you for joining, buddy. Thank you. Welcome, and I hope you're enjoying, Hassan. Next, we've got Shaggy. He said no about even if he will score 50 plus goals. I think my passion and my feelings for Aubameyang has become very, very well known on this channel. No, look, I don't hate him. I think he's an absolute amazing talent. But I think what's happened is, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If you guys feel this as well, whenever a player in the last X number of years for Arsenal, let's say last 8 to 10 years, right, has got the big contract at Arsenal Football Club. So I'm talking 250, 200, 300,000 pounds, which is significant money. What is it that their form and their attitude dips? It's just a question I have. You had Sanchez, you had Ozil, and now you got Aubameyang. I just don't know what it is. I mean, I never really heard much about his punctuality, him being late to training or matches. This all comes out as soon as he gets, given the captaincy and becomes the highest earning player or the most valuable player at the club. I'm just not too sure. It's just a shame because when he came from Dortmund to the Premier League, he had some really good season. I thought this guy's going to, definitely get some goals. A lot. I'm not going to say he was as good as Aguero, but along that caliber where he's going to get 150 plus goals in the league, and he's definitely going to, take Arsenal. I was going to say to glory, but he's going to take Arsenal to that level where he can attract more players from around the world that would want to come and take that club back to where it originally used to be. That's why I'm not too fond of him. And 10 mil is far too much for me, guys, at the moment. I wouldn't personally spend that much on him. But who knows? He might bang a hat trick today, like he did against West Brom a couple of weeks ago. Right. So we've got Fazna Fias, welcome. Is it okay to have a poor bench, boss? I mean, to be fair, my bench isn't exactly filled with really big price tags. The bench should be, for me, ideally, you should have someone, ideally, a 4.5 goalkeeper that I've got a 4 mil goalkeeper. Now, if I was looking at an ideal situation, for me, 4 mil is fine because Sanchez is going to play week in, week out. Unless he's injured, I can do a like-for-like swap. So Foster, I'm saving £500,000. There's no point me spending that £500,000 extra to have a goalkeeper for 38 games that I'm never going to use. And swapping goalkeepers, I'm not a fan of that either. Now, in terms of defenders, I've got Williams from Norwich for 4 mil. He's going to play. Hover, 4 mil. But I'm not really fussed. And I've got Gilmore for 4.5, Billy Gilmore from Norwich, so I know he'll get 2.2. So I know that, if there is anyone who's not playing, i.e. TCL, or anyone else who doesn't play for rotation reasons, I've got people to cover him for a couple of points. So that's the kind of aim for the bench. So I don't think he needs to go big. I've seen some benches with Jota on the bench, Greenwood on the bench. I'm just thinking that's far too much on the bench for you not to be kind of making the most of in your starting 11. So that's a really good question, Fazna. You don't need to worry too much about that bench itself. Sam, if you are wildcarding in Lukaku, more confirmed minutes, more starts compared to Ronaldo, especially keeping in mind Champions League fixtures in midweek. if you look at it from that perspective, Lukaku played Chelsea Champions League as well. Again, I understand, people talk about, his minutes. He's done it for his teams that he plays elsewhere. I've never seen, anyone say Ronaldo's taken a break. I've never seen anyone ever come out with the news that, Ronaldo's played too many games and he's just going to rest this week because he's a bit, he's got fatigue. I haven't heard that. Unless he comes to Manchester and completely changes his diet in the canteen and starts eating, fried food and, doesn't train as hard, then I can see it. But from what I know of Ronaldo, he'll want to be on that pitch every single minute, every single game, and give us 100%. Again, it's the debate, guys. Lukaku versus Ronaldo. It could be a chance that this week he doesn't fire. He can get only 2 points. Yep, we can accept that. And Lukaku can go big. But it could be vice versa. Lukaku could miss, not do so well. And Ronaldo could get a couple of returns. So we just have to wait and see, guys. Hindsight's a beautiful thing. I'm just thinking of the best situation and the worst. So the best is he comes on, he gets a hat-trick. I get double-digit returns and my ranking improves with good points. The worst situation, now I'll tell you the worst situation for me is I'm a Manchester United fan, so obviously there's going to be some affiliation and some bias towards Ronaldo. If I don't bring in Ronaldo, if I don't captain him and he goes big, will I forgive myself? Nah, I can't. Lukaku, I can forgive myself because I had him last week and I've made my decision. I'll stick by it. But knowing the fact that I had the choice to pick him against Newcastle, no disrespect to Newcastle, I'm just going by the way they started this season defensively. Really, really, they have been weak, to be honest. And I just won't be able to forgive myself. I can forgive myself if I choose him and he blanks. No worries, I took a chance. But when not selecting him and watching him, get good returns, I don't think I'll be able to sleep for many weeks. That's the reason why, guys. And I'm sure it's the same for Chelsea fans who have Lukaku in their squads. Cool. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much all for joining. And there's so many questions we'll be going through. If you have come here for the first time, thank you very much. Hit the thumbs up. And if you've been here before and you haven't subscribed yet, everyone, hit that subscribe button. Please help us increase and grow our channel. Right, let's go for some more questions. Fazna Fiaz, Regulon or Demi? Semedo, sorry. Or Livermore to save money. I mean, personally, I like Regulon, to be fair, Fazna, so I'd go for Revlon, personally. I'd keep Regulon, to be fair, out of those three. Semedo, Livermore, they're not bad choices, but I think overall he'll score more points across the season. Fazli, the thing is, I'm edging more towards DCL for now. Is he has Norwich in Gameweek 6, and then I can switch to Lukaku and DCL to face United. Yeah, that's not a bad shout, to be fair. Look, we need to be, as I said, when we look at FPL itself, guys, so there's a few plans that we need to think. Short term, medium term and long term. So at the moment for me, Ronaldo's long term. So I might not even jump on the whole Lukaku Game Week 7 transfer thing. I might not. It's not required. I know they got some really good fixtures, and of course he's going to score. Of course he is, but does that mean Ronaldo's not going to score? So, and a lot of people don't debate this at the moment as well. Is Lukaku on penalties? I mean, we're not confirmed if Ronaldo's on penalties, but I'm pretty much certain that he will be. But does that make Lukaku a least attractive option if Ronaldo's on penalties? Because if we're comparing him to Bruno at 12 mil, who's not going to be on penalties, isn't that much of a great asset. Is Lukaku really worth 11.5 if he's not on penalties? And you've got Jamie Vardy, for example, on 10.5, who is on penalties. So again, that's something worth considering. Fazzi Rumors, Bruno and Ronaldo to share a penalty. Again, there's this new trend started with DCL and Richarlison about sharing penalties. I think Ronaldo will take the first one. I think he will. He's coming back to make an impact, and he's definitely going to get around 15, 20 goals. And if it's going to be penalties, how he's going to do it, then the penalties it is. It'll be interesting seeing it. It'll be interesting. Imagine the pressure on the referee to blow that whistle if there's even a minor shout with 75,000 people literally just chanting Ronaldo and just, oh my God, that would be amazing. I'm still a bit annoyed the fact that it's not been broadcasted in the UK. I just don't understand. You got Ronaldo coming back to the Premier League, and I appreciate you can't change the timings of the games, but just televise it. You did it during the lockdown. Why not now? just don't understand. I'm quite upset by that because you know around the world people can watch it because they don't have the ability to go into the ground. But there's only 75,000 people you can fit into a ground, right? We'll just have to watch match of the day, guys. Match of the day. Cool. Shaggy. I will captain Salah instead of Ronaldo. Again, that's not a bad shout, buddy. At least you know he's confirmed starting. And I think I'll just tend to take the risk. Emfad, hi boss, hi buddy, welcome to the house. Thank you for coming in. Melinek Gaming, is Ronaldo essential? Do you think going Lukaku instead so I could have Salah, Lukaku and Bruno is better than just having Salah and CR7? I mean, again, you know, if you can get all three of them into your squad, that's a really good squad for me. I mean, I'd like to see the rest of your squad. I think that's not a bad shout. Look, I mean, Ronaldo, essential, it's down to the individual, okay? So every manager has their own style of management. So for me, he's an essential. That doesn't mean that's an essential for you, right? So I went the first 3 games without Trent Alexander-Arnold. I deemed him as essential, but not essential enough at that point to have in my squad. But now, for me, he's essential. So essentialness can change at any point. It doesn't have to be from game week 1. But if you're looking at bringing those 3 in... Now, the other argument I have about Bruno, over 1.1 million managers have sold him this week, guys. In the games, he's the highest sold player. Now, Bruno, for example, if it affects his goals in terms of penalties and stuff, if Ronaldo's scoring, will that not assist his assists? That's something that we need to consider. Potentially, that could happen. So I don't think we should completely write off Bruno. I think I might be bringing him back some point in the season as well, because he will have those games where he just gets 17, 16 points out of nowhere. And that's Bruno Fernandes in a nutshell for you. Yes, he scored penalties last season, but you know, out of the whole that Fernandes situation, he's still a very good player, and I think people should put a bit more respect to his name as well, because he's definitely, you know, because of him, I think now United have been able to get Ronaldo back, and that's a fact. That's a fact, guys. But if you want to get Ronaldo in and just stick with Lukaku and Ronaldo, that's your choice. But for me, it depends on what your gut feeling is. If you feel that you prefer to have 3 premiums, then go for the 3. There's no right or wrong, buddy. It's just what you feel. I think either way, you're fine. Because I've gone 3 premiums in my team. I've got Alexander-Arnold in defence, Salah, midfield, and Ronaldo up front. By the way, I've had no comments around my formation change. What are your thoughts, guys? Does this team look a lot better for you guys? Let me know. Andreas, you're in the house. Welcome, buddy. Yo, I need some help. I already have done Greenwood to Adama for -4, but now that Son's injured, does it cost another -4 to replace him with Greenwood again? I don't know the answer to that one, buddy. Because I've never had to do a replacement for a replacement of a team. Oh, that's a good question. I think this is just my opinion. I've never done it before, but I think because you locked in a -4 already, it will accumulate another -4. But it should credit you back, because if you're still keeping Greenwood, right? Has Greenwood had a price change and stuff? I think if I'm being a safe player, because I usually always look at the worst situation before looking at the positive, I think you'll get a -4. So just be careful. Do you have anyone on the bench potentially, Andreas, to bring on? Let's have a look at your bench options. Firstly, Sam after Lukaku, my team game was 7. CR7X HD, hi buddy, welcome. Sam, all going for Lukaku Ronaldo. Will be interesting if Kane, who is sure to start, scores a brace. He's also a great record. Yes, exactly. So we mentioned that at the start of the stream. Are we actually overlooking Harry Kane at the moment? I think I have. Jeez, all my start was about Harry Kane at Man City, and now I'm not even considering him. But that'll definitely throw the cat amongst the pigeons if he scores and goes big, right? Because we're all focusing on Ronaldo and Salah. Let me just have a look at what the ownership of Harry Kane is, by the way. I really want to see Let's go by price. So he's 8.5% owned at the moment. And if we look at some of his fixtures, yeah, they've got Chelsea next week and Arsenal followed by that. Then they've got Aston Villa and Newcastle. I think a lot of managers might actually start looking at him around, probably game week 13, where you can see the Burnley, Brentford, Norwich, Brighton fixtures. But he can score against anyone, guys. He's got a good record against Arsenal. Now, I'm not saying he's going to score against Arsenal, guys. Please, Arsenal fans, don't have a go at me. He does have a very good record against them as well. So, we are overlooking Harry Kane, guys, personally. And yeah, he can go big today, guys. Caden Favour, welcome, boss. How much do you think is a good number of transfers if doing a wild card? Well, I did 8. Now, for me, if you're going to play a wild card, boss, I think a minimum... What's the maximum hits I can take a week and I wouldn't be upset? I think -8. So if you have 2 carried over and you can do 4 transfers. So I think 5 transfers or more for me is a wild card. Because not always will you have 2 transfers to carry over. You may have 1, you may have none. But let's just say in the best scenario, you've got 2 to carry over. You do 2 more transfers, you take a -8. Now, -8 would be probably the maximum I'd go. But if it's anything above that, let's say it's like -12, -16, I think 5 transfers or more, play your wild card. I've done 8, and that would have been like detrimental to me. If that was 7 transfers, because I'd have 1 free, 28 points, that would have been a serious. But 5, minimum 5, buddy, for me. Sanday Hassan, welcome. Is DCL playing? I think he should be ready, buddy. He should be fit enough to play this game week. Thank you, everyone, for joining the stream once again. If you're liking what you're seeing, give it a thumbs up, guys, and please hit that subscribe button. If you are new around here, help us grow this channel and be part of the FPL INKLING family. Jonathan Murray, welcome. Lukaku, Salah, or Ronaldo captain? I've gone Ronaldo, Jonathan. So either 3 of them are good options because Aston Villa at home for Lukaku and Salah is away at Leeds. So they're all good options, but I've gone Ronaldo personally. Samuel Curry, welcome. Triple captain Antonio against Southampton away. No, not yet, buddy. If you watch some of my how to play your chips and wildcard video that I've released, I would personally hold on to your chips till after January. Let the double game weeks come, and then you'll be at a far better probability to be using your triple captain. What I personally always say is there's 2 ways to play the triple captain. You either wait for a double game week later in the season, or you play it in the first game week of the season. I've seen it in the last couple of seasons. Like, for example, this season, I think we had Bruno and Salah who went insane in the first game week, and triple captain them would have got you around the 55, 60 point marks for the player. And a couple last season as well, and the season before, had players like Mahrez and Sterling who'd had those kind of similar returns. So for me, just hold on. You don't need to play that straight away. There's plenty of time for us to use those chips later. I know a lot of people have, but remember, that's one more thing in our armory, right? M Fahad, -8. Is it okay? Because I'm sure everybody's going to take a -4. I mean, -8. I mean, personally, I think there will be quite a lot of managers which might even take more because they want to hold their wild card till game week 7. Again, for me personally, if it was -8 for me to bring in Ronaldo, I would have done it. I think that's the maximum I would have gone is -8. Anything more than that, no. -12 onwards, we're talking a wild card territory. And at that point, I definitely would hit the wild card. But -8, I think you'd be okay. You'd be all right. A lot of people are on the same boat. Turkish, welcome. I'm thinking of replacing Antonio with Bamford because of the long term. Is that in this game week or from next game week? I think just hold on to Antonio for this game week against Southampton. Should be a good game for him. And then next week onwards makes full sense for that. Because he does have high ownership. I think he was around 50% last time. 53.4. So if he does play off and goes well, a lot of managers will go on upwards trend in terms of points return. Theodore Am, welcome. Cody, Semedo or Christensen or others, max 5 mil. Cody, Semedo or Christensen or others, max 5 mil. I mean, if you're going for 5 mils, buddy, I mean, out of those ones that you've listed, Cody, Semedo, Christian, I'll go Semedo just because of his fixtures. and I've liked the way he's played so far. And others max 5 mil. I like Kofel, who's in my squad, which I decided to go for a 3-4-3 formation. So for me, out of that, I'd go Semedo out of the options, and another 5 mil Kofel. Brian, welcome. Hi, mate. Would you take a hit for Wilson and Bruno to Lukaku and Jota? Yes, I would. I think that's not a bad shout. Jota, I think it's a good shout for this week, guys. So, Brian, I think that's not a bad shout. And to play Brownhill, yeah, I would. I would do that. That's a good shout. Empire, are you going to Old Trafford? Because it's not going to be broadcasted on TV legally for UK fans. No, I'm not going to Old Trafford, buddy. Yeah, I'm probably just going to have to listen to it on the radio. And if he does do anything incredible, I can always check that on Twitter, right? Yeah, it's just a shame. It's just a shame. Kevin says Semedo or Cody. I'd say Semedo out of the two, boss. I like the way he started this season, and Cody's minutes might be, I'm not going to say on the edge, but you know, with their other resources, he might be rotated in the coming weeks. And plus he has the attacking option as well. Sunday Hassan, welcome. Look out for Everton, Wolves and Chelsea if you're planning long term. Yep, long term it's going to be those teams. Wolves have played well. I'm still eager to see how they're going to perform, guys. For a team who plays well and doesn't win is quite concerning for me as well. I mean, obviously people say, oh, you know, it's good to see they're playing well, but they haven't won. But that's just as concerning as not playing well and losing as well. So I want to wait and see how Wolves perform. It's a new manager. Will they run out of steam? Will the losses or not winning catch up with them? Let's just see. Let's just wait and see. I think jumping on the Wolves wagon so quickly might not be the right idea. But they've got some really good fixtures, guys. Some really good fixtures. Turkish, I'm going to go risky. And by next week, my defence will be Reece, Trent, Semedo, Tierney. Tierney. No, I like Tierney, buddy. I think he's the best Arsenal player in the FPL game. But he's injury prone, honestly. The wind blows 25 miles per hour and he'll probably, you know, pull a muscle or something. That's the only thing that annoys me about Tierney. Is he's a bit like Vincent Kompany or back in the days like a Spurs Ledley King or something. He just gets injured so frequently. It's just a shame. And Fahad, would you agree with Bruno Fernandes, or would you say he does much more than set pieces? By the way, I don't agree. I don't agree with that, boss. I don't. I think if you're not a United fan and you don't watch Manchester United as often, you'd have that assumption. But then, would you say that for Frank Lampard then? Right, I know he's a prolific goal scorer, a great midfielder. Let's take away his penalties. Would you say the same thing? Would you say Lampard was I'm not going to say anything in terms of like a penalty stuff, but it's just an argument, right? I'm just doing like for like. So again, he adds more to the Premier League. I think Bruno is one player that every Premier League team, including Manchester City, would take in a heartbeat. So I think we over-analyse and over-criticise him. And if he takes penalties, so be it. All the great players have. Alan Shearer did. Aguero did. Yeah, the penalty situation is a bit too... I think it's a bit over-exaggerated. But he's such a fine player to watch. Fahad, Arsenal to get relegated. Boy, I've heard that quite a bit. No, I don't think they'll get relegated. But if you ask me honestly, I think if they carry on the way they are, I don't see them finishing in the top 10. I don't. I just don't. Unless something miraculous happens like last season when they went on like an 8 or 9 game unbeaten run. But they were still 15th before that. And they finished 8th in the last 2 seasons. I appreciate they spent 150 million. But really... You know, in this current market, is that a lot? I don't think so. And it depends on what they spent 150 million on. Ben White, 50 mil, a bit excessive for me in this market. No doubt about his talent. He's young, but 50 million. Comparing to Varane, who's in the peak of his career, some of the transfers just didn't make sense for me. Yes, I know they're not playing Champions League. Yes, I know all the other stuff that goes wrong around Arsenal, but I just think they didn't spend their money well. But they're not going to get relegated. It'd be nice to have a relegation battle with them in there. Boy, that would be interesting. But I just don't see it. Do you answer questions? Of course I do. Of course I do, buddy. Abdullah Karim, Salah and CR7. Bro, I didn't know you can't carry on 3 transfers, and I know I regret I didn't read the rules. Yeah, you can't carry on 3, buddy. So even if you have like 4 weeks and you haven't made transfers, you can only carry over 2 transfers. You'd lose the other 2 weeks transfers itself. So that's why it's always crucial if you're looking for a long-term plan, maybe to start making those transfers slightly earlier, just to carry over those 4 without taking hits. Harry, welcome Harry. Can you not get Livramento? He's 0.1 million more, buddy. I don't have that in the bank. I did try. He's gone up to 4.1 mil. I wish I could. Sam, the ban has been removed. All are happy. Yes, we are all happy, Sam. Honestly, I was looking. Like, let's say the ban was there. I was looking potentially just getting rid of Rafinha for this game week because he wouldn't be eligible, and bringing like probably Ismail Sarr or Ben Rama. That was the thought process I had. But thankfully, I can leave Rafinha in. Shaggy, I took VVD instead of Trent. He scored against Leeds last season. Yeah, I mean, Virgil van Dijk is pretty much overlooked, guys, sometimes. And I think he's a phenomenal player. Back from injury as well, but boy, he's so good. That is one player I wish played for Manchester United. I wish played for Manchester United. So there's 2 players that I've seen in my lifetime that I really wished represented Manchester United defensively, right? Since I've been watching football. Virgil van Dijk is one of them, and Vincent Kompany. I think both of them were absolutely incredible in their own rights. Oh, what great talents they are. Sam, it's a surprise most people going for Torres. He isn't consistent. Grealish is much better, more regular starter. Although he costs 0.9 more, I have him in mind. Now, the thing about Torres is, guys, look, this is the week where Champions League football starts, okay? So, I'm not going to lie to you. I did go through the whole thought process of bringing in Torres. Now, the thing about Torres is with the whole situation around the cup competition starting soon, so we're going to have obviously the Carabao Cup. You're going to have the FA Cup starting around December, January time. You're going to have Champions League starting this week. So the number of games per week is going to go up. Now, when you have an abundance of talent like Manchester City do, they haven't brought an out-and-out striker. Kevin De Bruyne is coming back from injury. There's a lot of factors that may impact his position of play. Will Kevin De Bruyne play number 8, or will he go further back up forward to number 9 where Torres is playing? Will Torres still get the starting minutes? It's a tricky situation. Yes, I know he's done well, and it's been a shame that I haven't been able to capitalise on his great start. But I think his minutes will be compromised. And I don't think I have a bench strong enough for me to have a 7.1 or 7.2 million midfielder that needs to consistently be covered for being rotated. And the thing about Pepe is, you know when he rotates a player, he doesn't even play him for like half an hour. It's so awkward. Like, he'll put Torres, he'll score a hat-trick, let's say this week. Next week he'll not play him. And he's just not going to play him. He's not going to bring him on at like 60 minutes. He just won't play him. So that is one of the reasons. But yeah, I mean, Torres is a good option, but I think Jota for $500,000 more for these 3 coming game weeks because of Firmino's injury, much better option. Torres may see a price rise. Yes, he can. If he scores again this week, definitely. Warrett is in the house, 39823. Welcome. Would you start Cancelo or Rafinha this game week? Do I see Man City keeping a clean sheet? Leicester, I think, will score. Rafinha. Can I see him scoring against Liverpool? I think he can score. Thing about Cancelo is he going to be nailed on to start? That's the first question. The second thing is Rafinha, for me, I think despite playing Liverpool, I think he has a chance of scoring. I think he does. Obviously with Dan James coming in as well. I think with Dan James coming in, a lot of people were doubting Rafinha's minutes and stuff, but they've got Harrison. Rafinha can play slightly behind Bamford. They've got Dan James on the right. Dallas just behind. That looks like the team sorted for them. So personally, I'd go Rafinha out of the 2. Hi, sure, welcome. Not a lie, I swear, I brought Oba and gave him a cap. I call it pick and pray. Oh, sure, that is the comment of the street. That's the comment of the season so far. I call it pick and pray. That cheered me up. Sorry. Sorry, I got water in my eyes. Aisha, you brightened my morning up. You know what, Aisha? If he scores today, I think I'm not an Arsenal fan, but boy, I'm going to cheer if he scores and it comes off for you. Honestly, please message back. Are you serious? Are you captaining Aubameyang? Because if you are, it's not a bad shot. They're playing Norwich. But that has cheered me up. Pick and pray. Wow, what a comment. On that note, guys, I need a moment. If you guys want to give it a like and subscribe to FPL INKLING, honestly, this is the best time to while I compose myself once again. The FPL Irishman. Hi, mate. Hi, buddy. Welcome. How are you? Bamford, bro, I watch every Premier League, and where I live, I have to stay awake until 12:30 AM to watch them. Jeez, where are you from, bro? 12:30. So if the game finishes around, last game finishes around 7:30. So it's about 5 hours. So somewhere in Southeast Asia, I assume. Could be America as well. Either way. Zodiac DK in the house, welcome, buddy. I've got a huge dilemma about this game week. Tell me what's your dilemma? Let me help you. Lofi Guy, should I do Son to Jota, Ings to Jimenez, and Tsimikas to Cody? Jimenez would be a good shout because some good fixtures coming up. Tsimikas to Cody, again, good fixtures. And Son to Jota, not a bad shout either. Would you have some more funds left over? Just a question, because Son to Jota, it's like 3 million less, right? About 2.5 million less, sorry. But otherwise, yeah, if that is the shout, that's a good shout. Reven, is Richarlison good? Yeah, I like Richarlison. He had a bit of a penalty moment last game with DCL, but that's been clarified, guys. Dominic Calvert-Lewin will take the first one, and Richarlison will take the second one. And Fard, which would you say was the worst of transfer? One, Coutinho, Liverpool legend, two, Hazard. I'm not going to say it's the worst transfer. I say I'm going to talk about this in the position of not the club. I'm going to talk about it from the position of the player, right? So let's say I'm the player out of Coutinho and Hazard, okay? So for Hazard, for example, I think he was pretty much carrying Chelsea when he was there. And I think the team could have been made still around him if he was still there now. I think him leaving Chelsea, from being the main man to going into a Madrid side, which had a lot of talent, wasn't the best of ideas for me. But again, I'm not a footballer. Maybe that's what he wanted. I don't think it was a worse transfer for clubs-wise. I'm talking about from a player. I would have preferred to keep my legacy at Chelsea for a bit longer, where I knew that I was the main man and I was doing well for my team. Coutinho, he went into a Barca squad, which we know had the amazing talent they did, so I'm not going to blame him too much. But in Hazard's situation, I definitely would have preferred to be at Chelsea. Boy, he was so good. I loved him in FPL, by the way, about 5 years ago. Avish D, Captain Antonio or Ronaldo, please? I'd say Ronaldo, buddy. I've got Ronaldo as my captain. Guys, it's 10:44. 16 minutes to go. Let's get some questions in quicker now. Let's get our teams set in. Connor North, Reguilon or Semedo? Reguilon. Zodiac DK, I need to start Tsimikas, Ayling or Amati. I got one free transfer, but I also got Ings and no Ronaldo, no Fernandez. What would you change? Ings to DCL only or Tsimikas to someone else for a -4? For this one, out of your situation, I personally would go Ings to DCL. Personally, that's my choice because I think they got some really good, difficult fixtures ahead of them, but good fixtures for DCL ahead. So that's what I'd go for, is DCL to Ings. And if you want to make some more transfers, that's entirely your choice. But even Tsimikas probably won't get the 90 minutes. Ayling, he's going to be playing Liverpool. Amati might be a good one, to be fair. Might be a good one. But no Ronaldo. No Fernandez. Interesting, Zodiac. Interesting. M. Fahad asks, Livramento good? Yeah, I think Livramento has shown some good promise. The main concern about Livramento was his minutes. So once Coles, Walker-Peters, because he was playing in the right-back position, we were thinking that once he comes back, will his minutes be affected? But in the last game week that he played, Livramento stayed on the right and Walker-Peters came in on the left side. So it shows that he's going to be pretty much consistent on the right-hand side. And 4.1 million, not bad. Not bad at all. Obviously, we need a bit more sample to see from him. But for 3 game weeks, he's done all right. For a price tag of 4.1 million, he's all right. Barnes, keep or out. I'm a big Barnes fan, guys, but think based on current form, you'd probably have to say goodbye to him for now. Sam, question from my friend, please. Please suggest the best formation for him. Van Bissaka, Diaz, Trent, Digne, Tierney, Jota, Benrahma, Grealish, Rafinha, Sarr, Richarlison, DCL, Antonio. So I'll always start from the midfield. So he's got Jota, Benrahma, Grealish, Rafinha, Sarr. So I'll go Trent, Tierney. Oh, that's all four of them are good. Okay, let's just forget Tierney for now. I'll go Van Bissaka, Trent. Well, it's not a bad team, buddy. I might go 4-4-2 in this. Maybe Everton. Oh, okay. I think United will keep a clean sheet. So Van Bissaka's in. Diaz, Manchester City might not keep a clean sheet. So I'm not going to choose Diaz. I'll keep 10. I'll go Digne, Trent. Yeah, Digne, Trent, Van Bissaka. And then Jota, Benrahma, Grealish. Rafinha, because I've got Rafinha. And I'll play Ismail Sarr. I'll go 3-5-2, guys, in this one. And then I'll play the two strikers. I've dropped Richarlison, Antonio, DCL. 3-5-2. That's my choice for that squad that I can see, buddy. Cool. So, Duffy or Livramento? I'd go Livramento, personally. Tohodo or Rahman, welcome. Cody or Mark? I'd say Cody. Joel Ora, welcome. Will Ronaldo start first 11 against Newcastle? I think the signs are good. He should be starting. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Help us grow this FPL INKLING channel. Thank you everyone who is part of the stream, and please give it a like if you're liking the stream so far. Cade in favour, wildcard. Sanchez, Steer, Duffy, Williams, Alexandra, Arnold, Semedo, Shaw, Rafinha, Jota, Salah, Torres, Benrahma, Dennis, Ronaldo, Antonio. Nice, Dennis. Nice. I think that's a nice squad, buddy. What formation are you playing for this game week? Looks solid. I like the team. Cody or Marco? I'll take Cody. Lewis Vincent. Hi, mate. I'm on the fence, by the way, between Jota or Torres. I really don't like triple Liverpool because I don't like triple ups in general. I mean, there's no right or wrong, buddy. I've tripled up on Liverpool right now. But Jota's got some really good fixtures. I'd go Jota, boss. Lewis, I know you don't like tripling up, but Jota does look good. Luffy, I would have 2.6 mil left over. Is it not possible for you to use that 2.6 mil for another player? Lofi, if you've got anyone in mind. Aisha, did you play UCL Fantasy? Plus, will you make a video on it? I don't play UCL Fantasy. Not to say I never will, but I could potentially get involved. We'll just have to wait and see. I think I'm too busy watching the Champions League. That's the thing. Because obviously you're working during the day, and then by the time you come home, it's evening. It's just the game. It's just difficult to get in. But no, never know, Aisha. Never know. Yazid, Tarek, thank you. Welcome for coming in, buddy. Should I sell Bruno, Son, Obafemi, Tsimikas, and buy Ronaldo, Jota, Cody, Adama Traore? By 8. I mean, Traore has some good fixtures. I'm not always a fan of him personally, but I can see why you're making this transfer. Tsimikas, Obafemi, and Son aren't available. Yeah, I'd definitely make those, buddy, for that situation. If you say Gundogan, Mount, or Torres, I would say out of those three, based on current form and the game that they're playing, I would go. I'll go Torres. Out of those three. Zodiac, I never had Fernandez. I just don't think it's worth to take out Ayling, Amati, Tsimikas for a -4. Ayling will get a good fixture in Game Week 5. Tsimikas rumours to start this game. I've seen the Tsimikas rumour, but I didn't know how genuine it was. So we'll have to just wait and see on that one. But yeah, if it's not worth it for a -4, don't go for it. And the replacement, I probably won't start that next week anyway. Cool. Jay, is it alright to have 0.1 million in the bank? Of course it is, buddy. You can have like 10 million in the bank if you like. Not a problem. It's also good because if you look to buy a player next time and they've gone up in price, at least you've got that cushion to buy them, right? Sam, thanks a lot, mate. Anytime, Sam. Anytime. You're welcome. Lewis, cheers, mate. No worries, Lewis. Best of luck. Zodiac says I've got 2.8 mil in the bank, and they've done so well despite having all that money. Already made my transfer this week, David says. -4, now Son out. Should I do another -4 transfer to play Browhill? I mean, they're playing Everton, right? I mean, the way I see it, David, a lot of people have taken transfer hits this week. So -8 might not actually be as bad this week as it has been usually in other game weeks. So it's entirely your choice how much you want to take it. But personally for me, I don't think a -8 this week is as significant because of A, wild cards people have played, so they're not taking any hits. But B, the people who have made this like transfers, I think some people have gone as far as -12 just to hold the wild card. So -8 might not be too much of a bad shout. But my question always is to that thing. If you're going to take a -4 on that player, rather than the replacement that you have, sorry about that, are they going to, when they come into squad, do you reckon they'll be able to score more points than that in this game week? So will you go positive rather than staying negative? That's one thing to answer, but otherwise for me, I personally would. -8, -4, I think in this game week you should be alright. Right guys, the questions are coming in. Please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Lucas, Redic, Greenwood or Torres? Out of the two right now, I think Greenwood is more nailed on for starts, so I'll say Greenwood. In terms of starts, they both had a really good start to the season. Obviously, Torres has done phenomenally, but I think with Rashford being out and Martial not being in form and Sancho being out for a little bit, I think as well, I think he might not be available today's game. Greenwood seems a better option. It's just that risk of rotation with Torres, which always concerns me. Borjan, welcome. Would you play Ben White or Cancelo this week? Oh, God. Cancelo, what I'd do is I'd put Cancelo into my squad, put Ben White as your first sub, and if Cancelo doesn't play, you got Ben White to cover him, right? That's how I'd go. Cancelo for me. Sam, this friend of mine who's just after session regarding information is on 160 points. He started only in game week 2. He has a great squad. He definitely does, buddy. I really like that squad. And only in game week 2, he's done very well. AWB asks, is Rafinha playing? Yes, he is. He will be playing. All the South American clubs have given a green signal to their players from Brazil and Chile and other places that they can play. Jay, how he gonna know? Didn't quite understand that question. Lewis Vincent, right, I've brought in Jota, fingers crossed for a return. Fingers crossed. Sam, and Sod, hey, who are you captain this week? I'm captaining Ronaldo. Ronaldo is my captain. Guys, 6 minutes to go. Let's get these questions in. Let's get this teams locked in. Make sure you hit the captain button. Hit that save button. Make sure you click that wild card if you're playing the wild card. Do not take -30 points by accident. And in addition, if you get a moment, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Come on, let's make this a really good stream. Thank you, everyone, for watching today, for tuning in, for hitting that subscribe button. Boy, I'm so excited. Who else is excited? We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Jaden McClung, welcome. Who would you take a 1 week punt on to move Rafinha next week? I was going to do Ismail Sarr. So me, it's going to be Sarr this week if I was going to take a punt. I was looking at him with his fixtures and I've seen him play. He's really good. And there's a chance he's on penalties as well. So that's for me, Jaden. That's an honest answer to your question. I was going to do that if Rafinha wasn't available for Sunday's game against Liverpool. Sunday's tomorrow, sorry. Sam, are you sure Ronaldo is captain? I still think Salah is better. I know, Sam. I know. But I'm playing with my heart this week. My heart says Ronaldo. Ronaldo, he can do it. And if he doesn't, I've got plenty of weeks to captain Salah. He's got Brentford and Watford in the next couple of games, so it's fine. It's fine. Shay, Lukaku or Vardy? Out of the two, Lukaku. But you can't. You just can't underestimate Vardy either. He's had a good start to the season, guys. Guys, 5 minutes to go, guys, to the stream. To the deadline. Time frame. Jaden, I already have Sarr. Who else would you go for? Benrahma, 6.3 mil. He's got Southampton. And another one is Dele Alli. No Son, he might play a bit further up. And they're playing Crystal Palace. Those are the two options that I was looking at. By the way, if Rafinha wasn't available for this game week. So I'll tell you guys a funny stat, right? So Ronaldo joins the game within 1 hour. I think it was like of him being brought in. There was 4,000 managers that have taken him out of their squad. So someone's brought him in and then taken them out as well. And within an hour, it just made me laugh and chuckle really. AWB, is Emi Martinez playing? No, he's not playing because he went and played, and he's going to have to quarantine, so he's not going to be playing. Nor is Benrahma. No, not Benrahma. Sorry, Bendia. Zodiac, I still got Vardy. He has been my differential from Gameweek. He definitely is, man. He's so good. Amani Fungo. I'm on a wild card and have Lukaku instead of Ronaldo. Am I stupid? Of course not, buddy. You're not stupid. No one's stupid. It's your game, your team. You do whatever you feel. Aisha, let's go. That's the spirit. Aisha, is Aubameyang still your captain? Let me know. Tell me. AW. Okay, I have Lukaku as captain now. Lovely, guys. In between, if you do get a moment, please hit that like button and please hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to FPL INKLING. I even captain Lukaku instead of Ronaldo. Not a bad shout, man. Ronaldo is a good option. Lukaku is a very good option, and so is Salah. And so is Kane. They're all good options, guys. Is anyone captaining Trent? Go proper left wing. 3 minutes to go, guys. Under 3 minutes. Hit your teams and submit them in, please. Is anyone going for a differential captain this week? No worries, Armani. No worries. Is anyone going for a differential captain rather than the premiums or the common ones? Anyone going like Trent? Anyone captaining Jota? Let's hear if you are. Ronaldo is coming to the Premier League has caused us FPL managers a headache. Sam, honestly, a headache has caused me nightmares. I can't sleep at night sometimes just thinking what's going to happen. Oh, do you know what? How many points do you think I'm going to score? Well, let the deadline finish. Just answer some more questions. And then we'll go through some other points as well. Aisha, still Aubameyang. Are you an Arsenal fan, Aisha? Let's be serious. Are you an Arsenal fan? I want to know. All right, guys, we're in the last 120 seconds. Get those teams in. Salah is a diff this week. Salah's differential. No, he's still over 50% owned, David. He's not a differential. No. Jay, Calvert-Lewin or Jimenez? Calvert-Lewin. Aisha, just following my instinct. Hey, Aisha, you're in the right channel then. Instinct with INKLING. Yeah, I like it. David Jones, everyone on Ronaldo. I wouldn't say everyone. I've seen quite a lot of people who've gone Salah and they've gone Lukaku as well. Some have gone Kane, by the way. So it will be interesting to see. Guys, we're in the last 60 seconds. Get those teams in, guys. Get them in. Let's get them in right now. So, the deadline, the countdown is beginning. The countdown's coming down. Calvert-Lewin, please play. Rafinha, please play. Ronaldo, please get me a return. I've given you so much hype. Don't let me down, please. Please don't let me down. The King is back, and it's 11 o'clock, guys. Deadline is hit. No more transfers. No more changes can be made. The international break is over. The Premier League is back, and we're going to be waiting for the lineups eagerly coming out for the first game, which is Crystal Palace, Spurs. Let's look at some of the fixtures, guys. So we've had a look at the teams. Let's look at some of the fixtures. So we're looking at some of the fixtures here. So we've got Crystal Palace, Spurs. Personally, for me, what do I reckon is going to happen with Crystal Palace and Spurs? I reckon Spurs will win 2-1. Arsenal, Norwich, I think it'll be a 1-1. Brentford, Brighton, I can see Brighton winning 2-1. Leicester, Man City, I think 1-1. United, Newcastle, probably 4-0 Manchester United. Southampton, West Ham, I think probably 3-1 West Ham. Watford, Wolves, I reckon it'll be 1-1. Chelsea, Villa, 2-0 Chelsea. Leeds, Liverpool, I can see it being potentially a 2-2. Everton, Burnley, I can see Everton winning 2-1. So that is the fixtures, guys. Let's go through the squad. So here it is. There it is. Game is locked, as David has just said. Sam, same here. No Ronaldo. Ronaldo's going to be such a trending topic. Kirsten, welcome. I've got Jota, Salah, Torres, Greenwood, Mount in midfielders, and Ronaldo, Antonio, Calvert-Lewin. Salah, Torres, Greenwood, Mount. That's really good. I want to know what your defence looks like, Kirsten. That looks really good. Sam, Mount is good, especially for the coming game weeks. He is. He definitely is. David Jones, I'm not a big fan of him. I know it's going to be a hat-trick. He's a showman. Right, so that's our game week game teams locked in, guys. How's everyone feeling? Are you guys confident and waiting for Aubameyang's result? I think I am as well, Aisha. Honestly, Aisha, please tune in for the reaction stream, knee-jerk reaction stream tomorrow after the Liverpool game with Leeds. We'll definitely talk about how Aubameyang did. But everyone, thank you for watching along as well with this and discussing it. We'll still be on for a little while. But in the meantime, now that we've gone past the whole team submission and stuff, if you get a moment, if you haven't liked the video yet, give it a like. And please hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet to FPL INKLING. Right, so how are you feeling, guys? Excited? Excited. Who do you think? Okay, I'll put a question out now. So put in your answers. You don't have to give me the points. Who do you think this weekend's top scorer is going to be, points-wise, in FPL? So points in FPL, not 3 goals or 4 goals, just overall points in this game week. Who do you reckon is going to be the highest? Let's get your shout in. Fahad, why didn't you answer my previous comment? Let's see, where is it, Fahad? Sorry. The last one I got was Barnes, keep or out, and I think I answered that, buddy. If I'm not wrong, yeah, I did. I did. I definitely did. I definitely answered that one. I definitely answered that one, buddy. I said Barnes. I wouldn't keep. Sorry if that didn't come through. Yeah. So in terms of me, who I think this weekend's top point scorer will be. So the one who I think will be the top scorer this week, I think if Ronaldo gets 90 minutes against Newcastle, I think he's going to be the top point scorer. Hence why I put the captaincy band on him. Aisha says Aubameyang. I wonder how many managers have captained him this week. That'd be nice to see. Well, yeah, I mean that's pretty much the teams right now for us. And in regards to what we're looking like for this game week, all that thought process, guys, literally just gone 2 weeks of absolute nightmares. I mean, this started for me when Ronaldo became available for buying, when they were going to buy him. Oh, God. It's over now. It's over. I can have some water. Sam, DCL is one who's he has gone with 3 men up front. Duex, do you think Son is fit for the next game? I think he'll be fit for the next game, buddy. I think it was just a minor injury, so he should be fit for the next game week, and he should be back and fit and playing. I think got Chelsea coming up the next couple of game weeks, don't they? Bamford, oh no, I transferred Sarr and Semedo in and then realised they're playing each other. That's fine, not a problem. At least the way that happens, right? If that ever happens, Fahad, right? The way I see it is they're going to score against my defender. Please be the attacker that I have. So not all is bad. Not all is bad. We've also got 19 people in the stream, guys. Thank you all for coming in and watching. If you haven't given it a like so far, give the stream a like and please hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to FPL INKLING. So yeah, yep, it's going to be a celebration for Ronaldo. Shakalaka says, all the best. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sam, Kante is 4.9 million now. In some days, he shall become free. No, I think people are now aware of like how to play the game now. So a lot of the defensive midfielders, i.e. Fred, McTominay, Matic, I was a bit posh. Matic, I don't know how I said that. Kante, I was thinking of Kante and Matic together. Henderson. These kind of players, they play so deep. Like Fernandinho, they have the odd good game here and there, but around 4.95. This is why Demarai Gray for me is a lot more better option. For 5.5, he's on the wing, so definitely worth considering. David Jones, cheers, buddy. Nice stream. Subscribed and we'll be back. Good luck. Thank you, David, so much. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for your nice words, for subscribing. And I'll definitely see you soon. I'm back with a knee-jerk reaction tomorrow. Dwex, I had to go on with a back five for clean sheets. Pray for clean sheets. Oh. Yeah, there could be some clean sheets, buddy. Not a problem. Fingers crossed. Denigel. Hey Mo, now that the deadline has passed, what point total would you be happy with this week? I've hit the wildcard button. I'm going without Ronaldo, hoping Kane carries the team week. I mean, look, we all want to hit 100 points, right? Look, I'm going to be ambiguous. Look, I want to hit as many points as possible. There's never enough points, right? Let's say if I hit 100, I'll be like, oh, I wish I got 120. If I hit 120, oh, I wish I got 150. I think with this team, you know, more than the points, right? I'm more focusing on the ranking. So I'm around nearly 1.9 mil. And to get within the first 1 million, if let's say no one made any transfers, you're looking at about the 216 points mark. So I want to narrow the 19 points gap to break into the top million now, because it's week on week you want to improve, right? Obviously you want to get higher and higher. But I think I've got a really good chance. I think personally this team should be able to score, I'm hoping 70 points plus. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. Good question, buddy, by the way. Fahid, are you going to buy the CR7 jersey, mate? I will. But for me, I play differently. I always buy the shirt at the end of the season when it's a bit cheaper, and I wear it the next season. I don't believe in paying extortionate amount of money. Plus, I only bought this last season, so I've already got one. I'll wait for the end of the season, and I'll pay for it. But definitely, CR7 will be coming. Sam, I feel sad for Lingard, quality player on the bench with no possibility in their video. I do as well, and I don't really feel bad for him. I just feel surprised by him. Why didn't he just leave? Like, he went to West Ham, got first team football, and he's a quality player. He wants to be playing for Manchester United. Respect. But sometimes you've got to think about your career. You've got to think about your career. So, yeah, thanks for streaming. Thank you, buddy. You're welcome. You're welcome. Deadly Mantis, welcome back. Wildcard activated. My end. Yes. What did you do? Who you captain? Is Ronaldo in, Deadly Mantis? Still confident about Leno, yeah? Norwich today. Should be good. Landshot, exactly true. True. Christian Nielsen, yeah, about the points, definitely is. What do you think is better, 4.5, 4.6 midfielder? I went for Allen. I mean, the choices you've got is 4.5 is Allen and 4.6 is Basuma. Either way, they're all right. I would have gone for either. Nothing too drastic. And Vardga, is your main objective to win FPL or have fun or do both? I want to have both, man. I want to win it and have fun. Look, the main thing is, right, this is something that keeps my week going. It's something I look forward to and I want to have some fun, but I want to win it, man. I want to win this game. Have you seen the prizes that are up for grabs? I want to see what I get. Of course I want to win it. How about you? That's a really good question, man. Do you play it for both? Just fun? Or you want to win it? Question to everyone. Let me know. Dwex, I'm in the top 20k overall. Is that good? That's fantastic, buddy. Top 20k? Wow. With a 5 at the back? I had 5 at the back and I'm nearly top 2 mil. What are you doing? Daniel says 213,000. Nice. No, 21,300, sorry. I don't know how I read that, an extra 0. MB should have joined West Ham Prem. West Ham Prem? Not too sure what that meant, MB. And Fahad Sam, he's waiting to run out of contract. Fair enough. Dwex, 13,182. Brilliant. Kieran, welcome. Rafinha versus White for game week 4. I'll go Rafinha. Definitely. I'd always go attack over defence in those two situations. Sam, there's another new signing of West Ham. Forgot his name. I think there's also Zuma. Let's see when they get started. Zuma looks good. If Zuma gets some minutes, that's someone who I'm looking at the moment with some fixtures coming in. Deadly Mantis, Ronaldo captain, Leno is still on the side, sitting on 230. Hopefully Ramsdale doesn't get the nod. I mean, to be fair, Ramsdale did really well in that game we played against. I think it was West Brom, I know it was, but he played well, man. Ramsdale's not a bad backup. I think Leno needs a bit of a push as well, but he's your number one, right? And Fahad, I want to win. We all do, buddy. We all want to win. Guys, how are you feeling? Are you feeling confident? Excited for this game week? Is anyone planning on watching the Man United game? Obviously not in the ground. Nah, I had to go 5 because of Son Rafinha playing. Yeah, you had to go 5. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes absolute sense. All right. Cool. So, guys, wow. Thank you so much, guys. We've gained so much more in terms of knowledge, and thank you all for coming on this one so far. With all the likes, thank you so much, and please hit that subscribe button if you would like to subscribe to FPL INKLING. Aisha, come on, brace. You're an Arsenal fan. Aisha. I know you are. Sam, what are your plans for the next game week? So for the next game week, guys, I can't get the fixtures up. But I'm thinking at the moment I might just stay the same for now, unless there's anything drastic I see this week. Obviously, if Torres scores, I'm going to be like, oh, what do I do? I'm going to be keen to see Calvert-Lewin. I want to fit in Bamford in his fixtures, but I don't know who for. I've got 3 strikers already, so that's going to be the biggest question. What are your thoughts, guys? Bamford's my biggest concern next week. What about you guys? What are your plans for next week? Are you guys thinking about Bamford? Your formation is really 3-5-2. Nice, I like that formation. Everhard, boss, I actually flipped a coin and went to Antonio. Pray for me, guys. I hate this coin. I love this stream. This is why I love this stream. It's more for fun now, honestly. So I got Fahad flicking a coin for captaincy. I got Aisha picking Aubameyang for captains. And then I've got Deadly Manta saying Leno will be the highest point scorer and goalkeeper in the first 10 weeks. I love it. Everyone is so cool. I love everyone's thoughts. Keep it up, guys. Deadly Manta, I'm in New Zealand and we'll be up at 2 a.m. to watch the game. Whoa! 2 a.m. Jeez! Commitment, respect. I'm a Brit in New Zealand. Oh, I'd love to go New Zealand, mate. Whereabouts in New Zealand? Christchurch, Wellington, Auckland? Let us know. I hope all is well down there with the whole COVID and stuff, but wow, that is commitment, bro. I'm a Real Madrid fan, actually. Hey! You like the Galacticos? Nice. Deadly Man, does DCL has an injury risk going forward? I'll wait till he's fully fit. Yeah, that's a fair shout. That is a fair shout. Sam, all eyes on Ronaldo and also a side view on TCL. Yeah, man. Definitely. You know what would be hilarious? Is let's say both Ronaldo and Lukaku both get big returns this week. That'd be brilliant, right? And let's say neither of them get returns and Kane bangs in a hat-trick. Oh, the knee-jerk reactions there will be awesome. Oh, God. How you guys feeling, man? I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. This is the first time this season so far. Look, I loved my squads previously, don't get me wrong. I had a thought process around the 5 defenders part. But I generally feel good with this team. What are your thoughts? Do you like this team, by the way? Do you like my selection? Do you think there's something that you would have changed? Let me know. We'll be on here for a little short while. And then we can go and start preparing for our... What we'll do is... should we wait for the announcement of the teams for the Crystal Palace game, right? And then Tottenham, we'll go through the teams. And then we'll call it a day from there, all right? Imagine Ronaldo being benched. Look, I've made this decision fully knowing Ronaldo can be benched. I've taken that decision... myself, knowing that he can be benched. So if he is, it's going to be a Twitter meltdown. I'll tell you now, it's going to be a meltdown on Twitter. Imagine if he doesn't play at all. He will. Oli Gunnar Solskjaer said he will feature. Empire, they should create a chip where you can put it on a player, and if he doesn't perform, he will automatically sub for the first sub on the bench. That's my opinion. I know it's dumb. No, nothing's dumb, Farhad. No, not at all. I mean, they've got a triple captain chip. I know they've got those kind of chips there as well. They've got a bench boost. They've got a free hit. Now, I think they should be able to give free hits twice a season. And I'll tell you why. So, this is my thought process. So, you know how they play the wild card twice a season? There should be a free hit twice. So, you should be allowed to, change your team twice in a season where you can actually Do it for just one more game week or make it a bit more exciting. That's just my opinion, guys, by the way. Sam. Some have gone with 3 premium Salah, Ronaldo, Lukaku. Compromising on defence. Let's see how they fare. Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't do that. I tried doing that, guys, and my overall squad outlook just became a lot weaker. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. It was just too much. It's a place called Turunga. Oh, nice. UHCAFAH. Completely forgot about Kane with the likes of Lukaku and Ronaldo. Honestly, he's so underlooked and he's overlooked actually. 8% of managers have only got him for this game. If we started the season, right, look, I was thinking of getting him in for the Man City, right, transfer. Last season, this guy finishes the highest goal scorer, the highest assister. So he's got the overall highest returns in FPL last season. 3rd highest point scorer. How is he only 8% owned against Crystal Palace? I do not know. How can this happen? How can this happen? Yeah, I went for Gray and a bit of fun as a differential. Yeah, I mean, Gray looks decent, man, to be fair. Do you watch cycling? No, I don't watch cycling, buddy. No, Fahad, I don't. Aisha, I live in Malaysia and sometime I have to watch EPL at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Wow. Oh, I'd love to go to Malaysia one day. It's beautiful. That is commitment, you know. I struggle to watch 5:15 games here, 5:30 games. Sam, do X shall break up teen FPL managers' hearts? Yeah, he should. He will. Can you do a Sue celebration, please, for the sake of this stupid coin? No, I can't do that. I can't do the celebration. I can't do it. No way. Look, I'll promise you, I'll practice it, and if I think I can do it, I'll try it in another stream. I promise. And not today. Deadly Mentos. Good luck with this week, people. Got to grab some sleep. Good word. Have a good night's sleep, buddy. Enjoy the game. Aisha, and to watch La Liga sometimes at 4 a.m. Oh, La Liga at 4 a.m. Jesus, you're committed, Aisha. I've got Mopai guys instead of Ronaldo. Trent is a permanent in my squad, says Sam, unless there is an injury. Guy delivers a lot of bonus points. He sure does. Guys, not long to go. Just over 10 minutes before we get the lineups for the Spurs versus Crystal Palace game. No, I haven't watched that channel, buddy, Fahad. No, I haven't. I can definitely have a look into it. Have you wildcarded yet, says Dusty? Yes, I have. I've wildcarded, buddy. 8 transfers. It's done. The arrow formation is gone. And now we are with 3-4-3 template. Did anyone have Callum Wilson in their squad, guys, by the way? So, I know that he got injured and he's not available for this week, but anyone had Wilson? He's done well this season so far. Do you think Banter FC will win against Norwich? Dwex. I don't know. I don't want to say, man. Like, look, when I grew up in football, Liverpool, Manchester United always had. Sorry. Liverpool, Manchester United have always had their own rivalry. But when I was growing up in the early 2000s, it was Arsenal. So I'm not going to say I'm not enjoying this, but I think Norwich will give him a good game. There's too much pressure on Arsenal. They're at home. Oh, the crowd will rip up the seats, personally. Sam, if Son starts, should we do it? Oh, God, yeah. I mean, I doubt he will. So, if Son starts, it'll be devastating. I don't think he will start, buddy. Sam, I feel Maximum is better. Yeah, I think Maximum is good. I prefer Callum Wilson if he's fit, personally. I forgot to captain change to Ronaldo and I will have Antonio again this week. Oops. Antonio's not bad, buddy. It's not a bad shot at all. Renegade says, I wildcarded, then played free hit because of injuries. Why? Why did you play the free hit? You've already played the wildcard, Renegade. You don't need to play the free hit. You can do as many transfers as you like in your wildcard. There's no hits for it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Sam, I transferred Son for Jota. I hope you got a strong bench, Sam. I'm sure that's not possible as well, Renegade. Yeah, I'm sure once you hit the wild card, all the other chips go blank, right? I was gonna check, but yeah, no, can't see it on there. Cool. Not many have Bruno as captain. No, he's not. Differential. Dusty, is Rafinha out or in? Lost track of the situation he's in. All the South American international teams have withdrawn their complaint. This morning came out the statement from FIFA allowing all players to be eligible to play within the Premier League. So thumbs up. That's why Rafinha's in there, guys. If that had happened, my alternative plan was I was going to bring in Sarr or Benrahma, preferably Sarr, for this game week, and then I would have made that transfer again next week. Edvard, don't update the page. Yeah, it's not updated. No, I'm not going to refresh the page. I've made that before that error. Oh, you played it already, Game Week 3, and then that makes sense. That makes sense. The way I read it was in the sense that you've already played a wild card this week and then hit the free hit in the same week. That's how I saw it. Sorry about that. Sam, I've corrected myself. Not many have room in the squad. Yeah, true. Tiger and Guna. Well, I don't think Ronaldo will start for Man U. Yeah, I mean, at the moment there is. He's definitely going to play, right? It just depends on how long. Now, I think Ronaldo is giving enough away. He's going to start. Ollie's not going to bench him. Can you imagine him saying, Ronaldo, I brought you in, you're on the bench? Nah. Look, there's all conspiracies. We're just going to have to wait till 2 o'clock when the lineups come out. Josh Clarkson, welcome. That's cool. You got a shout out from FPL there. Did I? Oh, thanks, Josh. Well, was that in his stream, was it? Please let me know. Yeah, was that in like a stream he did today, or was that like a previous video? Please do let me know. Thank you, Josh. Bro, I asked you what was your worst FPL moment and he wasn't able to answer due to a Wi-Fi issue. Please, can you? Worst FPL moment for me. I'm not gonna lie to you, put me in the spot again. I think probably the worst was last season, right, when I went for Aubameyang in the North London derby, and then he had some really good fixtures after that. But I thought Aubameyang was starting to show some form beforehand. I thought I'd go differential. Brought him in, captained him. The guy didn't play. He what was it? I think he was late or something for training or something, and he was dropped by Arteta fully. Devastated. Never picked him again. Another moment for me, I think I forgot to hit a wild card once when I originally started the game, and I lost 32 points. That was disastrous. Honestly, no, please, no. I'm not going to talk about bad things today. I'm in a good mood. No. We're going to talk about it. Sam, I'm surprised what made you go for Rafinha, not Benrahma. It's the fixtures, bro. It's just the fixtures, bros. That's all it is. Nothing else. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The fixtures after Liverpool look superior. And I think they've signed someone new, right, in West Ham. So Benrahma, I'm not too sure whether his minutes are going to be compromised or not. So we're just going to have to wait and see for that one at the moment. Right, we've got over 20 people in the house. Welcome everyone. Thank you for streaming in and watching. If you haven't hit the like button yet, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well to subscribe to FPL Inkling. Josh, thank you for replying back again. So Josh, did he talk about it in the stream today? FPL Day? Let me know, please. I'd like to watch it. Josh says, I'm using my free hit in Game Week 5 and Game Week 7, Game Week 8 wildcard. That's a good shout. That's good. But in terms of free hit, buddy, why would you want to hit your free hit in Game Week 5? The reason why I'm asking is because I would keep your free hit for a double game week and then double up on all the players who are playing the double game week. So if there's 4 teams in a game week that are playing 2 games, just get 11 players with 2 teams in. 11 players who have 2 game weeks in that team. That's just a suggestion from me. It'll make your team a lot more in strong depth at that point. M. Fahad, just like, yeah, the wheel is lucky, unlike my dumb coin. Renegade Pasta, hope Torres plays. Yep, I hope he does as well. He's been an absolute asset so far this season. Dusty Thomas says, I would be worried that Ronaldo would go up in cost, so I just got him in to be safe. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he would have gone up before this game week finished, but you got him in the right time. I think from now, if he does perform, it will go up. And Vard, it was in this video where he took all the 20 FPL YouTubers, collected data and spinned the wheel and you got a shout out. Oh, okay. I'm not going to lie to you. On that one, I watched pretty much just the beginning of it. I didn't watch all of it through. Oh, was it the one last night? Yes. Oh, that shout out. That's fine. Sorry, I thought he did one today in terms of live stream. I understand it now. Sorry, Vard. Yes, I'm aware of that one. I thought it was a live stream he's probably done right now, and he's probably giving me a shout out. Ignore what I just said. It's a blonde moment. Ignore me. Dumb moment. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I saw that one. I thought he did something today. That's what I was asking. Was it a live stream today? No worries. Thank you. Sam, Dusty, yes, the price rise can be ruled out. Ronaldo, and it's all needed now is Ronaldo to score a couple of goals. Yeah. Renegade Pasta, Sidemen or Beta Squad from Fahad. Didn't really understand that one, buddy. Renegade Pasta, makes sense to play free hit double game week. I regret playing early. Take a -8. Yeah, I would have taken a -8 personally. That's just my opinion, guys. That's just my opinion. Right, 1 minute left till we get the lineups, guys. Let's gonna go for it. Sam Allen of Everton was 4.5 a few days back. Now he's 4.6. Ooh, he's gone up in price. He was 4.5 2 days ago, I think, when I was looking into the players. So he's probably gone up in price. I think the surprising one for me was Ben White. 4.4 mil. It's gone down, obviously, because of injury and transfers, but 4.4, not bad. Dusty Turns, will you be rotating Ronaldo, Kane and Lukaku based on fixtures, or is your long term to get 2 of them in? I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. At the moment, I'm saying I might look at rotating, but if Lukaku does well, so does Ronaldo, is there a need for me to? Because I know Salah's always in there. I think right now, I'm not going to be more tempted around now. I could do it. I'm not as tempted now in like game week 7, but I think more along the kind of new year. So when Salah decides to go to, or if he goes to the African Cup of Nations, all based on COVID and current situation, I will then see if he's not available for the month. I might look to potentially get someone like a Son in for him, 2 mil extra, upgrade one of the forwards to a Lukaku and make funds elsewhere. So I'll think along those lines, somewhere along those lines, but we'll have to just wait and see. So the lineups are out. Let's get the lineups on. So Crystal Palace in goal is Guaita. Starting from the defence, Mitchell, Guhai, Anderson, Ward. Midfield, MacArthur, Coyote, Gallagher. Gallagher had a great game. We didn't discuss him at all. And up front, they've got Ayew, Benteke and Wilfred Zaha. Spurs, Lloris in goal, Reguilon, Dyer, Tanganga and Emerson. And then in midfield, Winks, Skip, Højbjerg. Up front, Dele Alli, Harry Kane, Lucas Moura. Let me check the bench for Son. There is no Son on the bench either, guys. So those are the lineup for. Those are the lineups for Spurs and Crystal Palace. So no Son. No Son, guys. No Son. Josh Clark. Oh. That's fine. Just check my phone through. Perfect. Oh, okay. I didn't know about that start strategy. Just because of the West Ham, United, Spurs, and Chelsea, Brighton, Leeds, I thought we could use it. Yeah, I mean, look, we'll look at fixtures. We'll dive into. They're good to see. But again, it's all based on form, injuries. We'll just have to wait and see, buddy. F hard, Viva Ronaldo. Sam, as per stats, I read somewhere most points are accumulated in 3-4-3 points in the long run, barring a few game weeks. Yeah, that is generally the general stats. Josh Clarkson, 6-0. Wait, no Son. Oh dear Lord. Yeah, there's no Son, guys. Big news. No Son. No Son in the starting lineup. So if you've got him in your team, guys, fingers crossed someone from your bench can come on and kind of cover that gap. But no Son this game week. But don't worry, guys. No need to panic. It's not going to be a long-term injury. I think he will be back next game week. All right. So the teams have announced, they've got Kane in there. Let's see how he goes and let's see fair. So let's see how we go. So give it a thumbs up, guys, if you like this video. Subscribe to FPL Inkling if you haven't done so far. Oh, God. So, no Son. No Son. Sam, so happy not to see you and Son on the bench. Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh. Jordan Part, who's the greatest of all time and why is it Messi? Self-opinion, buddy. He's one of the greatest. Yeah, of course. He's one of the greatest. Ronaldo comes into that same conversation, right? What do you look for when getting a player? Is it form or what? I think form plays a part. Fixtures. And I think what also, I watch out for press conferences. I really look out for how managers are talking about their team shape. So when I say press conferences, for example, you've got to be careful with what the manager's kind of saying. So there's some questions in there, for example, like Jota, he'll play this week, and let's say Firmino is fit as well. Jota might play this game, and Firmino might start the Champions League. You'll see little hints come out there. But for me, the major thing is form, and a lot of it comes from there. I just have this kind of feeling, or I call it inkling for the channel. I had this inner feeling that I think this player would do well. But fixtures and form, it all comes together. Sometimes you just think that someone's going to perform, and that's where I choose it, boss. Right, 28 people in the house. Thank you very much. Give it a like and a subscribe, guys, if you haven't done so far. Oh, it's updated, right? So we can refresh it. Let's have a look. Give me 1 second. There we are. We refreshed it. And we are available. Woohoo! Let's go. There we are. So we are now in. That's next week's points. Wild card played. There is the team. Latest points is 0. So, here we are, man. Jordan Parr getting close to 1,000 subs, bud. Yeah, thank you, guys. Hitting it, getting closer and closer. And I'd like to thank everyone who has subscribed and everyone who's watching right now. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit it and hit that like button as well. Really, really appreciate your support. Let's get to that 1,000 as soon as possible. It's my birthday at the end of the month, guys. On the 27th. Let's hope we can get there before then. Let's hope we can hit the 1,000 before then. Yeah, that'll be the best birthday present ever. Sam, would you consider Lukaku over Ronaldo when Chelsea fixtures turn for the better, or would emotions stop you from doing it? I mean, it's not really emotions, buddy. As I said, in terms of Lukaku's fixtures, they will be better. With Champions League coming in as well, his fatigue will be tested. Obviously, there's Werner as well. I'm not going to say he's going to be benched, but he could possibly be rotated as well. So it's worth seeing. I mean, if Lukaku hits the ground running again, there's no reason why I can't bring him in. Not at all. Will I bring him in the expense of Ronaldo? I could do. Ronaldo might not have a good start. I'm never going to say never, buddy. Emotions, I think obviously you've got an affiliation with Manchester United myself, so I would definitely obviously have that. But there's no reason why I would not bring in Lukaku over Ronaldo. No, not at all. Not at all. I can play both of them together, but there's no reason why I can't do it one for the other. In fact, do you get any revenue from YouTube right now? Nah, I don't get anybody. I've only just started out. I don't get any revenue. I have a full-time job. I've just started out in this small little venture. What will happen about Son? Will someone from my bench automatically come on? Yeah, so for Son, your first bench option, whoever is on your bench, the first one. Let's say, for example, on my team, Calvert-Lewin doesn't play. It'll be Williams from my squad here. That will come into my squad, and it'll be a 4-4-2 then, automatically. So you're not going to lose out on any points at all. So your first option from your bench will come up. Josh Clark, what will happen about Son? Will someone, has we done that one? Farhad, does playing a wild card put more pressure on you to get points? Not really. I'd never feel pressure. I ain't the one playing the games. I'm just enjoying the FPL game. The guys are getting paid to play well. I'm not getting paid to play this game. So obviously the pressure's on. You want to do better, but that's all right. Wild card played. If it doesn't go well this week, we've got next week, right? And the remaining X number of weeks left. Sam, you don't have any City players? No, I don't. It's the Pep Roulette. Kills me. I might go Kevin De Bruyne when he's back, guys. Him and Edison and Diaz are the only nailed-on players that play. I had Diaz for the first 3 game weeks, but I decided to upgrade to Trent. That's all it is. I'm not one of those, so I'm going to say I'm never going to have any City players. I've played this game with City players before. I've had Aguero, I've had Yaya Toure, David Silva, Vincent Kompany, Edison. I've had these guys, Diaz, Kyle Walker. I've played them. Not a problem whatsoever. I'm not too fazed by other clubs and stuff. Cool. So guys, that's going to be it for the stream today. We've done over an hour and a half. So thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. I really appreciate your support. Game's locked in now, guys. The game should be starting in less than an hour. Let's go and start enjoying the weekend. Ronaldo, do me good, do me proud. I've bigged you up. Do not let me down. Thank you everyone for watching. Give me a thumbs like if you like it, and hit that subscribe button if you want to subscribe to FPL INKLING. I hope everyone has a lovely weekend. Stay safe.